So last week, McDonald's CEO Chris K kicked off one of my personal favorite social media trends, fast food wars. A few years ago, we had the chicken sandwich wars, but this week we're really getting back to basics with burgers. So the McDonald's CEO posted this video of himself trying out McDonald's new specialty entree, the Big Arch. And in the video, he kind of comes off like a business-brained Mr. Rogers type. Extremely mild-mannered and gentle, but also very corporate, especially in the way he refers to the food as like a product and talks about how it's been like focus tested in other countries before they brought it here.
This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good.
This, of course, got immediately trashed on social media. Look at this out-of-touch executive trying and failing to act relatable. How do you do, fellow kids? Look at that pathetic little bite. Bro looks scared of the burger. If he's this reluctant about eating McDonald's, you shouldn't want to eat it either. They're legally not allowed to call it a burger. But something about this video spoke to me, so I had to try it for myself. I actually tried it last week off camera, but I wanted to make a video, so here we go again. It is like a ridiculously huge burger. Like, this is half the size of my head right here. It's kind of hard to blame the McDonald's guy for his bite, because like any bite, even a reasonable sized bite is gonna look kind of small on this huge of a sandwich. Anyway, here we go. I mean, it's a good burger. It's McDonald's. You can't really go that wrong. There you go. I mean, that was a big bite I took. It doesn't, on the sandwich, it looks small. So I've had plenty of big burgers in my life, but what made me really want to try this one is that it doesn't commit the cardinal sin of gourmet burgers that I've seen many times over the years, which is that a lot of these nice burger places, you know, I'll like go to like a fancy pub or something and order their specialty burger, their signature burger. And it'll be something so tall that I would have to like unhinge my jaw in order to eat it properly. The Big Arch is wide. The patties are flat. The buns are, I mean, they're practically pancakes. So it's pretty easy to eat despite how huge it is. Good sauce too. You kind of see a little bit right there. I just really like their crunchy fried onions that they put on these. They stayed crunchy even through the ride home, which is impressive. But yeah, a solid 7 out of 10 burger. Like, it's not the best burger I've had in my life. I still prefer Shake Shack and Culver's for flavor. But as far as like burgers that are marketed as just being giant, I think this one pulls it off better than any other one that I've had. But of course, Chris K's video was only the beginning. Hoping to one-up McDonald's, Burger King put out a video of their CEO chomping on a Whopper a few days later. And let's be real, he definitely looks the part a lot more. He really went for it with that bite. People seem to agree that Burger King had just totally dunked on McDonald's. But I don't know, to me, it came off a little too perfect. Like, he's got one guy holding a handheld camera, and then he's not looking at the camera, and then he's talking to a third person off camera asking for a napkin. And I don't know, it all looked a bit too produced for me. Chris was just sitting there at a random conference room table by himself, talking directly to the audience. He was authentic. You know, for better or worse, the boardroom jargon was on full display. It was a surprisingly vulnerable look at the kingpin of America's biggest burger chain. Hey, just wanted to add this little addendum. So I think maybe I'm coming across as though I'm like really defending this CEO, but like it is a pretty cringe video. Like the initial review did come off pretty like super corporate, sanitized, jargony, and I think he kind of accidentally hit on a type of like so bad it's good kind of thing, you know what I mean? And so my point isn't that like, oh my gosh, how dare anyone attack this CEO? Like, he's the CEO of a massive corporation. I'm sure he can handle it just fine. But my point is that like all these other guys, they're jumping on and piling on him. When I say guys, I'm talking about the CEOs of other corporations, of other competing fast food joints. Like, that's not the same thing as just people on the internet dunking on you. So that's what I'm trying to get at. Hot take though. Best item on the menu right now at McDonald's is their hot honey chicken snack wrap. That's the stuff right there, dude. That's the stuff. And then even more brands started jumping in. First, we got Wendy's with this video.
Absolutely wonderful. That's a burger.
This is what it looks like when you don't have to pretend to like your, quote, product. And then A&W chimed in with this.
We love this burger product, which most people call a burger.
And look, maybe Chris Kemczynski calling the food a product came off as a bit out of touch, but I don't know, it seems like you guys are really trying a bit too hard to twist that knife. At the end of the day, you are copying his idea to film a video of himself eating a burger. Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. All I'm really getting from these videos is that you guys are kind of spiteful wannabes, and that McDonald's is really the one that's still leading the pack in the burger space. Anyway, as a Wisconsinite, Culver's, I'm gonna need you guys to release a video of Julie Fussner absolutely crushing your biggest butter burger. Make us Midwestern boys proud.